Hello, good people. Shalom. How are you? Today I want to look at Arithmetic Syllabus A Paper 1 Specimen of 2026. Okay. So the time is 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay. So let's look at it. Right. So we have question here. Question number 1A. It says list prime numbers which are between 10 and what? 10 and 15. So what are prime numbers? Prime numbers, these are numbers with two factors or numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself. So the prime numbers between 10 and 15, you got 11 and 13. So these are the prime numbers which are what? Which are between 10 and what? 10 and 15. 15 is not a prime number because 3 and 5 it is divided by 3 and 5, right? So you've got 11 and what? And 13. Okay, then this one, identify an integer from the following numbers: 1, root 5, 2 and 30. An integer, it is a whole number. It can be negative or positive. So a whole number right here is 1. Root 5 is not an integer. You get a number, maybe 2 comma something, so it's not a whole number, right? So round off 3 and 3 quarters to the nearest what? Whole number. So the first stage right here, 3 and 3 over what? 3 over 4, that's 12. 12 plus 3, what do you get? You get 15. 15 over what? 15 over 4. So 4 into 15, that's 12. You get what? You get 3 comma remainder what? And 12, right? Then the remainder what? Remainder 3, then into 30. 4 into 30, remainder what? 28, that's remainder 2 into 20, that's 5. So we get 3.75. Okay, so to the nearest whole number, so 3 is here, then 7 here, so we can add what? 7 is more than 5 and 5, so we can add 1 here, so it is what? It is 4, right? So round off 292 to the nearest 10. So these are units, tens, then what? Hundreds. So tens here. So 2 is below 5, so we cannot add anything here. So we get what? 290, right? Then to the nearest 100 is 100. Then 9 is here, so we can add 3 to make it what? 3. So it's what? 300, meaning to say 292 is between 200 and what? And 300. So to the nearest is what? It's 300. Okay, then next one, simplify. Want to simplify 3 hours 45 minutes and 30 seconds, then 2 hours 20 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay, so if we add 30 seconds plus 42 seconds, we get what? We get 72 seconds. So we can convert them to what? 2 minutes. 72, so 60 seconds is equals to 1 minute, right? So 60 minus 72, we're left with what? With 12 seconds. Then we carry 1 minute here, so 45 plus 20, we get 66. Then divided by 60, 60 minutes is equals to 1 hour. So divided by 60, we're left with what? With 60 minutes right here. Then we carry 1. 3 plus 3, that's 6. So it will be 6 hours 6 minutes 12 seconds. So 6 hours 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay, then the time 19:28 in 12-hour notation. So this one is 28 past 7, right? A 24-hour notation. So I want to convert it to 12-hour notation. So 19 is what? It's 7. Then 28 minutes, it's what? It's PM. So it's 28 past 7 PM. Okay. Then A is a set of 4 numbers, 2 to 8. It means 2, 3, 4 up to 8. Then B is a set of prime numbers between 2 and 8. Right? So A is a set of 4 numbers. Let's list all elements of A. Elements of A is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Then B is a set of prime numbers, right? Between 2 and what? And 8. So B 2 is our first prime number, right? So we got 2, 3 prime numbers, 5, 7. These are prime numbers in set what? In set B. Then show above 2 sets on a well labeled what? Venn diagram. Okay. So as you can see, the elements of set B are also in set what? A, meaning to say A contains B. Okay. So when drawing on a Venn diagram, we can do this. This is set what? B with the 2, 3, 5, and 7. This is set A on a Venn diagram. 2 is here, 3 is here already. So 4, then 5 is here already. Then you can add 6 and what? And 8. That's clearly on a what? On a Venn diagram. It's clearly meaning that A contains B, or B is a subset of what? Of A. Okay. So using a set notation, show the relationship between A and what? And B. So in set notation, A contains what? Contains B, or B is a subset of what? B is a subset of A. So now we are on question number 5. Simplify the ratio 4s to 18. Right, 4s to 18 in simplest form. So we can divide by what? By 2 here. 2 into 4, that's 2s to 2 into 18, that's 9. That's in simplest form. Okay. Then 88 is shared in the ratio 4s to 18. Find the smallest share. So we have already our ratio is 0, which is 2 is what? 2s to 9, and the smallest share is what? 2. So we want to find the total ratio. Total ratio, we're going to add 2 and what? 2 and 9 to get what? 11. That's our total ratio. So we're going to say 11, total ratio of 11 is represented what? A total amount of what? 88 what? Dollars. What about 2? Are we getting more or less here? We are getting less. So it's 2 over 11 multiplied by what? By 88. And 11 into 88. That's what? That's 8. And 2 times 8, we get what? We get 16. So $16 is the smaller share. Okay. Then 1/3 of 1,200 centimeter cubed. Right. So we want to evaluate. We're going to say 1/3 of is same as multiply. So 12, 0, 0, cubic what? Centimeters. So 3 into 12, you get 4. 1 times, so get what? 400 cubic what? Cubic centimeters. Okay. So I want to add 2m cubed minus 0.5 m cubed plus 7.2 m cubed. Okay. So you can use body mass brackets of division, multiplication, addition. So on addition, I'm going to say 2m to the power of 3 plus 7.2m to the power of 3. And if we add, we get 9.2m to the power of 3. Subtract by what? 0.5m to the power of 3. So we're going to maintain this same. It will remain m to the power of what? 3, right? So minus, we get 8.7. So answer will be 8.7 meter, maybe it's meter cubed, or m to the power of what? M to the power of 3. Okay. So question number 7. 5.9 times 10 to the power of minus 2 is a number in ordinary form. Okay. So it's 5.9 times 10 to the power of minus what? Minus 9. In ordinary form, it's minus 2, sorry. In ordinary form, we're going to move 1, 2 places. So here is our comma, then we add another 0. It's now 0, 0, 5, 9. So this number is now in what? In ordinary form. In standard form, we move 1, 2 places, then 5.9 to the power of minus 2. So in ordinary form is 0.05 what? 59. Okay. Next question. It's what? It's 80,000 is a number in standard form. 80,000. 80, 1, 2, 3,000 in standard form. So we're going to move from our right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's now 8 times 10 to the power 4. Remember, moving from right to left, our power is what? It's positive, and from left to right, our power will be negative. It's now 8 times 10 to the power of what? To the power of 4 in standard form. Then find the square root of what? 49. The square root of what? 49. We all know it's 7, but let's prove it. We're going to say 4, 9 divided by what? By 7. 7 to 49, that's 7. Then 7, 7, that's 1. Okay? So it's now 7 squared. So a number that we multiply twice to get 49 is what? Is 7. So we can take what? 7, that's the square root of what? Square root of 49. Okay. Okay, so 1, 4, 2, 3, base 5 in powers of what? Of the given base is in base 5. So you go to your last digit, that will be 0, then 1, 2, and 3, right? In powers, it's now 1 times 5 to the power of what? To the power of 3. Okay, then plus 4 times 5 to the power of 2, then plus 2 multiplied by, it's what? 5 to the power of 1. 5 to the power of 1. Then yes, 3 multiplied by what? 5 is to the power of what? 5 to the power of 0. So that's in powers of the given what? Of the given base. Are we together? Right. So then we are given, convert 43 base 10 to a number in base what? Number in base 5. It's now 40. 3 is in base what? 10. So to a number in base what? Number in base 5. So to divide by 5. 5 into 40. That's 8. Remainder what? Remainder 3. Then 5 into 8. That's 1. Remainder 3. And 5 into 1. That's 0. Remainder what? Remainder 1. Okay. So our answer is 1, 3, 3. Is our remainders are our answers. So we start from what? From the bottom going what? Upwards. So it's now 1, 3, 3 base 5. Okay, base 5. That's 43 in base 5. All right. So 1, 1, 0 base 2 plus 1, 1 base 2, giving answer in base 2. So it's 1, 1, 0 base 2 plus 1, 1 base what? Base 2. Okay, so 0 plus 1, that's 1. We can write 1. 1 plus 1, that's 2. So we cannot write 2 here because no number should reach or exceed its base. So we're going to say the total 2 divided by the base 2. 2 into 2, that's 1. Remainder what? 1 remainder 0. Our remainder is answer. So we write 0. Then we carry 1 here. 1 plus 1, that's 2. So 2 into 2, that's 1. Remainder 0. So our remainder is answer 0. Then we carry 1 here. We carry 1 here. Then 1 plus 0, that's 1 in base what? In base 2. Okay, make r the subject of the formula. Okay, so want to make r the subject of the formula. We're going to say x is equals to, we remove brackets by multiplication, so p times q, you get p what, pq, plus p times r, you get p r. Want to make r as a bit of the formula, so it will be x, then we take pq to this side, it's minus p what, it's minus p q, then is equals to p r. So we're going to divide both sides by what, by p, and both sides by what, by p, then we cancel here. So our answer would be r is equals to x minus px minus pq over what, over p. So we've made r the subject of the formula. Solve the following inequality, right? So 2x plus 5 less than 1. So we're going to say 2x less than 1. Then we take plus 5, positive 5 to this side, you'll be negative what, negative 5, and it'll be 2x less than negative what, negative 4. Divide both sides by 2, both sides by 2. So x is less than 2 into negative 4, get negative what, negative 2. So answer will be x less than negative 2. Okay, then illustrate the answer in A on a number line. It was x less than negative 2. So on a number line, so negative 2 here, it's negative what, 1 0 1. So here negative what, 3. So negative 2 is right here, less than, this side is greater, so less than, we are going to point our arrow to this side here to our left, then we put x. So on inequalities, illustrate them on a number line. If you find these two signs, it means you are going to draw a circle and you're not going to shade it. And if you came across these two signs, you are going to shade your circle. And to your right, that's greater than. To your left, that's less than. Okay, so we are given the inverse set is subset m and n such that mother set is with 1 2 up to 9, then m 2 4 6 and 8. N is set of multiples of what, of 3. So let's list all elements of what, of set n is set of multiples of 3. So multiples of 3 is 3, 6 and what, and 9. Numbers in 3 can get into 3, and 3 can get into 6, and 3 can get into what, into 9. So these are the multiples of what, of 3. Okay, then m union n, m union n, union means to unite elements in set m and what, and n without repeating the same number or letters. So in m and n, that's our set n and our set m. So we're going to start with 2. We're going to use ascending order. So the least number is 2, followed by what, we've got 3 here, 4 in m, then we've got 4, we have 6, followed by what, followed by 8, and then 9 in set of what, m. So answers will be 2 3 4 6 8 and 9. So number of elements in set of m union n, that's the set of m union n. How many numbers do we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So our answer is equals to what, is equals to 6. Don't put that 6 in brackets. So number of elements in m union n is equals to what, is equals to 6. That's our answer. Okay, this one, simplify minus 15 plus 3. Okay, so the first stage is to identify the bigger number. So we're going to say 15 minus what, 3. Okay, then you get what, 12. Then take sign of the bigger number. Bigger number is 15, sign is negative. So our answer is negative what, negative 12. Okay, then this one, let's use body mass, brackets of division. So there's division here, we're going to say 3 plus 3 into 15 into negative 15, get negative what? Negative 5, okay? So negative and the positive, you get what? You get negative. So 3 negative 5, you get negative what? Negative 2, okay? During the day, the temperature was 15 degrees Celsius. At night, the temperature fell by 10 degrees. Calculate the temperature at night. Okay, so it was 15, then it fell with 10 degrees. Okay, so what's the temperature? The same is 15 minus what? Minus 10 degrees. So you get what? You get 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so I ask you to solve the equation. 3x is equals to 15, so we're going to divide it by 3 and by 3. So x is equals to 3 into 15, it gets 5. So x is equals to 5, and ask you to simplify to solve this equation. So remember, we remove brackets by multiplication. 6 times x, you get 6x plus 6 times 2. What do we get? We get 12 is equals to 19. We're going to say 6x is equals to 19 minus 12. Positive 12 here to this side will be negative 12. So 6x is equals to, then we get what? We get 7 altogether. So 19 minus 12, we do get 7, right? So we're going to divide by 6 and by 6. Okay, so x is equals 6. It's 1 and 1 over 6. So it's 1 and 1 over 6. Alright, express 2x minus 3 over 5 plus x plus 4 over 7 is a single fraction. So, okay, so our common denominator of 5 and 7, or our LCM is what? Is 35. 5 into 35 is 7 multiplied by 2x minus 3, then plus 4 into 7 into 35, we get 5 multiplied by x plus what? Plus 4. Okay, so 7 times 2, 7 times 2x, that's 14. X minus 21, 7 times minus 3, 21. Then plus 5 times x, 5x plus what? Plus 20. It's all over what? It's all over 35. Okay, let's group all like terms here. So 14x plus 5x, that will be 19 what? 19x. So we're adding 14 plus 5x, then minus 21 plus 20, we get minus what? Minus 1 over what? Over 35. That will be our final answer. Okay, point C and point G have coordinates 8, 4 minus 1, 2, 3 respectively, meaning in the same order of C. These are the coordinates of C and these are the coordinates of what? Of D. Are we together? So find the gradient of the line passing through C and D. So gradient is equals to y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So this one is x, first coordinate, the second one is y, the second one, let's name them x2, then y2. So y1 is what? Negative 1 minus y2, that's 3, then x1, that's 4, minus x2, that's 2. So negative 1, negative 3, we get negative 4 over 2. 4 minus 2, that's 2. So 2 into negative 4, that's negative 2. So our gradient is negative 2. Okay, hence or otherwise find the equation of line passing through CD. The equation of a line is in form of y is equals to mx plus c. M is for gradient, then c, this is where the graphical y-axis. So already we found the value of our gradient, which is m. So it's now minus 2x plus c. We can take n of these coordinates, any coordinate of your choice. So let's take 4 and negative 1. Even if you take 2 and 3, you can still get the same value of c. Are we together? So this one is x, this one is y. Let's substitute y, on this case now -1 is equals to -2. X is what? It's 4 plus c. So -1 is equals to -8 plus c, right? So -1, -8 to this side is positive what? 8 is equals to c. So -1, positive 8, -1 plus 8, we get positive what? 7. That's the value of c. So therefore the equation of a line is y is equals to -2x plus what? Plus 7. That's the equation of a line passing through CD. Okay, so we are given this one. Solve the simultaneous equation. As you can see, this equation, two equations right here, are not in order. Okay, so let's start with 3x is equals to y plus 16. Okay, so let's take x to this side to be positive what? Positive. So x side is negative what? Negative x is equals to the value of y will be negative what? Negative y. Are we together? Negative y, then negative what? -2. Okay, we're together. So we've arranged our equations right here. Okay, so let's say we want to substitute, we want to use elimination method. Let's eliminate y. Okay, so different signs here is positive what? Positive y and negative y here. So different signs we add. So it's now 3 plus minus x. 3x plus minus x is same as 3x minus x. We get what? 2 at x is equals to y plus minus y is 0. Plus and the minus is minus, so it's y minus y plus minus y, same as y minus y is equals to 0. Then 16 plus minus 2, 16 minus 2, we get what? Get 14. So we're going to divide both sides by 2 and by 2, and x is equals to what? X is equals to 7. Then we're going to substitute in equation. Let's take equation 1. In equation 1, equation 1 is 3x is equals to y plus 16. Okay, so 3x is what? Is 7 is equals to y plus what? Plus 16. So 21 is equals to y plus 16. So we're going to say 21 minus 16 is equals to y. So 21 minus 16. So what do we get? 21 minus 16. Now we get what? We get 6. Okay, 21 minus 16, that's what? That's 5. So 5 is equals to y. The value of y is what? Is 5. The value of x is what? Is 7. Okay, next one, given that matrix x is equals to matrix y is equals to, find x plus y. We're going to add the matrix x and matrix y. 3, -1, 2, 0, 1 and 7, plus y, that's 9, 8, 4 minus 5 minus 6 and 11. So 3 plus 9, you get what? You get 12. 2 plus 4, 6. 1 plus minus 6, that's minus 5, minus 1 plus 8, minus 1 plus what? Plus 8, we get 7. 0 plus minus 5, you get minus 5. 7 plus 11, you get 18. So our answer is 12, 7, 6 minus 5 and 18. That's x plus y. Okay, simplify. We are subtracting. So the same as minus 4 minus what? 1. Then 6 minus what? Minus 3. 2 minus 2. 5 minus 7. 5 minus 7 minus 4 minus 1, that's minus 5. 2 minus 2, that's 0. 6 minus 3, that's 3. 5 minus 7, that's minus what? Minus 2. Okay, so that's it. Next one, express 48 as the product of its prime factors in index form. So we can say this 48. 2 into 4, that's 2 into 8, that's 4, and 2 into 24, that's 12. 2 into 24, that's 6. 2 into 6, that's 3. 2 into 3, that's 1. So as index in power, in what? Prime factors in index form. How many 2 do you have? 2 is you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by 3 to the power of 1. That's in index 4. Okay. So we ask you to find the HCF and the HCF of 14 and what? And 63. So the first stage is to break our numbers as product of its prime factors. So 2 into 14, that's 7. 7 into 7, that's 1. So we've got 2 to the power of 1 times 7 to the power of 1. Let's break 63. 63. 3, that's what? That's 2. That's 1. Then 3 into 21, that's 7. 7 into 7, that's 1. So we've got 3 to the power of 2 times 7 to the power of 1. So the HCF, comes from common basis with the lowest index power. 2 is not common, 3 is not common, so 7 is common. With lowest power is 7. So 7 is our HCF. Okay, so we are here. The diagram shows below lines A, O, B, O, C, O meeting at point O. We ask to find the value of what? The value of x. Okay, so we're going to add 5x plus 3x plus 4xy because angles at a point adds up to 360 degrees. So these angles right here, they add up to 360 degrees. So we're going to say 5x plus 4x plus 3 what? Plus 3x. So 4 plus 5x, 4x plus 5x, that's 9x plus 3, we get what? We get 12x. Okay, so 12x is equal to 360 degrees. We get 20% by 12, percent by 12. So 12 into 36, that's 3 and 0. So x is equal to what? 30 degrees. Okay, so find A or B. A or B right here. So A or B is 3x, right? And x is what? X is 30. So 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 3, that's 9. So it's what? It's 90 degrees. That's the value, that's the angle A or B. Okay? Then simplify 2 over 3 plus 1 over 5. So our common denominator right here is what? Is 15. 3 into 15, that's 5 times 2. 3 into 15, that's 5 times 2, that's 10. Plus 5 into 15, that's 3 times 1, that's 3. 10 plus 3, 13 over what? Over 15. So answer is 13 over 15. Okay, 3 over 5 is a decimal. 3 over 5. 5 into 3, that's 0. Then we add a comma here. Into 10, that's 6. So it's 0, 0.6. Alright, 45% of 200. Every percentage is up to what? Is up to 100. Multiply by what? By 200. Okay, so we get what? 90. 2 times 45, that's 90 altogether. Right, a line 2 centimeters on the map represents an actual distance of 2 kilometers on the ground. Express the scale form of 1s to n. Right, so it's 2 centimeters representing 2 kilometers. This scale we are asked to find 1s to n is in centimeters. 1 centimeter represents n centimeters. Okay, so I want to know the relationship between centimeters and kilometers, and it is 100,000. Okay, so I want to move 2 kilometers from kilometers to centimeters. So we are moving from bigger to smaller. So we multiply by the relationship. So we multiply by 100,000 multiply by 2. Okay, it's now 2 centimeters is to 200,000 centimeters. Remember, it says 1 is to what? N. We're going to divide by 2. So it's now 1 is to 100 what? 1,000. So 1 centimeter is representing 100,000 centimeters. Okay, in form of 1 is to n. All right. So we ask you to calculate the length in kilometers of a ground represented by a length of 12 centimeters. From our first scale, it was saying this one, the first one, it was saying 2 centimeters represents what? 2 kilometers. 2 centimeters representing 2 kilometers. Okay, So 2 centimeters is representing 2 kilometers. What about 12 centimeters? Are we getting more or less? We are getting more. We're going to say 12 over 2 multiplied by 2 by 22. That's 1. So that's 12 what? 12 kilometers. Right. Name a triangle which with one line of symmetry. This triangle right here is an isosceles triangle, right? With two base angles, with the two sides which are equal. So the line of symmetry is like this. A line of symmetry is a line which cuts a shape into two equal parts, right? So it's an isosceles triangle. That's the triangle that was asked. Okay, the sum of interior angle of a polygon is 5/4. Find the number of sides. Number of sides is equals to 360 over what? Over exterior. But we don't have the exterior angle. We're going to find the number of sides. So this equation, we can exonerate it. We're going to use the sum of interior is equals to 180 n minus what? Minus 2. So the sum is 540 is equals to 180, then n minus 2. We're going to divide both sides by 180, both sides by what? By 180. So we're going to say 180 into 180, that's 1, and 540 divided by what? By 180. We do get 3. 3 is equals to n minus 2, and 3, negative 2 to this side is positive 2 is equals to n, 5 is equals to n. So the number of sides is what? Is 5, right? So it is a what? It is a pentagon with 5 sides. Okay. Question number 25. Matrix 5, 5, 1, 2. Calculate the determinant. Determinant is the difference between the major diagonal and the minor diagonal. We're going to say 5 multiplied by 2 minus 1 multiplied by what? By 5. So that's 10 minus 1 times 5, that's minus what? Minus 5. It's now 10, negative and negative, positive, to get what? To get 15. So our answer is 15. Hence find the inverse. Inverse is 1 over determinant. Okay, so our determinant is what? Is 15. So we could say 1 over 15, right? Then these two on the major diagonal, they exchange sides. So 2 will be here and 5 will be here, and these two on the minor side, they change sign. So it's now negative 1 is now positive 1, and positive 5 will be negative what? Negative 5. So that will be our final answer, our inverse. Okay. 26. Given that given the formula by this one, make y the subject of the formula. So it's 5x minus y is equals to a. Okay, so let's get rid of this what? Of this root sign. So to get rid of this root sign, we are going to what? We are going to square here. So it will be a what? A squared. Okay, remember, I want to make y the subject of the formula. Let's make y the subject of the formula. So we're going to say 5x. So a squared to this side will be negative what? A squared is equals to positive what? Y. So answer is 5x minus a squared is equals to what? Is equals to y. Find the value of y when a is equals to. So let's use our equation. Okay, y is 5x minus a squared. So y is equals to 5. The value of x is what? 4 minus a is what? 3 what? 3 squared. So 20 minus what? 20 minus 9. You get what? You get 11. That's the value of y. Are we together? Okay. Then second one. This question, take pi as 20 over 7. A circle is a radius of 7. Calculate for the circle the diameter. Diameter, right? This is our circle. Diameter is like this, a line which cuts a circle into two equal parts. Are we together? So a diameter is made up of radius and radius. So I give radius is 7. So it's 7 plus 7. So 14. That's our diameter. Circumference, we want to find the circumference of a circle. Right, so we are given the radius. So circumference is equals to 2 pi r, or we can use circumference is equals to pi diameter. Okay, so c is equals to 2 times pi is what? 22 over 7. Then our radius is what? 7. So 7 times 7. So 7 into 7, that's 7. 2 times 22, you get what? 44. That's the circumference, or you'd say c is equal to 22 over what? 7 times diameter. Diameter is what? Is 14. So 7 into 14, that's 2. 2 times 2, you can still get 44. Okay. Then area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay. So our pi is 22 over 7 times radius. You can say 7 squared. Okay, you can say 7 times what? Times 7. So 7 into 7 into 7 squared. We are left with what? With 7. So 22 times what? 22 times 7. 22 times 7. We get 154. So it will be 154 centimeter what? Centimeter squared. That's the area of the circle. Are we together? Okay. Next one. The table shows the frequent table of the distribution of the time taken by learners in class to complete mathematical questions. Okay. So those who complete with 3 minutes are 4, then 4 minutes are 7, 5 minutes are 14, 6, and so on. So calculate the mean taken by the people to complete the question. Mean is equals to 3 times what? Times 4. We're going to say 3 times 4 plus 7 times what? 7 times 4 plus 5 times what? Times 14 plus 6 times what? Times 10 plus 7 times 2 plus 8 times what? Times 2. Then divided by what? By the total. Right. So how many learners here? We're going to say 4. We're going to add 4 plus 7 plus what? Plus 14 plus what? Plus 10, right? Plus 10 plus 2 plus 2, then plus what? Plus another 2 here to get a total of what? Of 39. Let's see. 7 plus 4, that's 13. 13 plus 14, that's what? 11 plus 14. 11 plus 14, we get 20 what? 25 plus 10, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So there were 39 what? 39 learners. So divided by what? By 39. So 4 times 12. 4 times 3, that's 12. There, that's 28. 14 times what? 14 times 5. 14 times 5. We get 70. 70 here. And 60. 14 and 16. Okay, so we're going to add 16 plus what? Plus 14 plus 60 plus 70 plus 28 plus 12 to get 200. 200 divided by what? By 39. So we're going to divide it by what? By 39. By 39. So we're going to get 5.12825051. Then that will be our answer. Or we can leave it as a what? You can leave it as a fraction, which is 5 and 5 over what? 5 over 39. So it's 5 and 5 over 39. Okay. Next one. People who took more than 5 minutes were given another question. A people was randomly chosen from the class. Find probability that a people was given another question. So people who took more than 5 minutes. We'll give it another question. More than 5 minutes, that's here. That's more than 5 minutes. Are we together? So more than 5 minutes, people took more than 5 minutes. So 10 plus 2, that's 12, that's 14. So they are at 14. Find probably that the people was given another question. 14 over what? 14 over 39. That's the probability of people who were given another what? Another question. Okay. P is equals to x3 to x2 minus x minus 2 is singular, mean to say is equals to 0. This matrix is no determinant, it's no inverse. That's what it means to say singular matrix, yes, determinant 0, singular matrix, yes, no inverse. So we are going to say what? I'll show that form an equation, show that it reduces to this one. So we're going to say x multiplied by, is we are finding determinant, x minus 2, then minus 3 multiplied by 2 minus x is equals to 0. So x times x, that's x squared, x minus 2 minus 2x minus, here the 6 minus 3 times minus x, that's plus 3, 3x is equals to 0. Alright, let's group our like terms. So it's now x squared minus 2 x plus 3 what? Plus 3x. Then minus what? Minus 6 is equal to 0. It's now x squared minus 2x plus 3x. That's plus x. The same as minus 2 plus 3. That's 1. Then minus 6 is equal to 0. So show that it reduces to. So it is shown that it reduces to x squared plus x minus 6. Okay. Next question. We asked to solve this equation. So this one you can solve it. If it's got 3 marks, you can solve it using what? Product and sum. Okay. So we're going to multiply the first and the last one to get minus 6x squared. Factors that you should multiply, you get minus 6. It's what? You get 1 and 6, then 2 and what? 2 and 3. Okay. So we want to use 2 and what? 2 and 3. So if we multiply, we're going to get negative 6, and if we add, we're going to get positive what? Positive x. So we're going to put what? Negative 2. Negative 2 times 3, that's negative 6. Then negative 2 plus 3, that's positive 1, or same as 1x. Okay. So whenever you find on solving equation, if you can, so and you could find what? You find the factors. So you find the two factors right here, which are minus 2 and what? 3. Right. So we're going to say, we're going to put 2 brackets here, and we're going to say x and what? Negative what? Negative 2. Then x and what? Positive what? Positive 3 is equal to 0. It's now x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So it's going to be x, or it's 2 here. X is equal to 0 plus 2, and x is equal to positive 2. So x will be positive 2, or x is equal to 0. Positive 3 to this side will be negative 3, and x is equal to negative what? Negative 3. So x can be positive 2 or negative 3. Okay. Our last question. On a particular day, the official exchange rate of USD, US dollars to ZWL ZIG was $1 is to 28 ZIG. Okay. So convert 840 ZIG to US dollar. Okay, so I'm going to say $1 is equivalent to 28 ZIG. What about 840 ZIG? Are we getting more or less dollars? We're going to get more dollars here. So 1 multiplied by 840 over 20 over 28. Okay, so it's 840 divided by what? By 20, 28. We get 30. So it will be what? 30 US dollars. Convert 840 ZIG to US dollar is what? $30 according to the exchange rate of that day. Then $25 to ZIG. The exchange rate was 1 US dollar is equals 28 zig. Okay, what about 25 US dollar? We're going to get more or less. We're going to get more. So we're going to say 25 over 1 multiplied by 8, 28. So multiplied by 20 what? 28. So 28 multiplied by 20, 25. We're going to get what? 700. We're going to get 700 what? 700 zig. 700 zig. That's the exchange rate. So guys, thank you for watching, and please let's subscribe to my channel for more.